How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to today's video, where today it is the long-awaited return of Death Battle, and they have returned today with the first Death Battle of the new season. And that first Death Battle is Omni-Man versus Bardock, Invincible versus Dragon Ball Z. Now, I'm personally excited for this because when Omni-Man first came into Death Battle, it was against, Homelander, and we all know how that went. Yeah, so this one is actually going to be a lot more fairer for Omni-Man because he won't actually win. He won't win outright, basically. Even if he does win, it will probably obviously be a little bit more that he have to try. But I don't know if Omni-Man's going to win, because I think Bardock is going to be stronger than him, and I know strength isn't everything, but in the terms of Dragon Ball Z, you need to have a higher power level in order to be able to relatively take care of the person who you're fighting. And I know that when it comes down to Dragon Ball Z fights versus other people from other universes, it's a bit convoluted because they don't have ki, but they have to. But you kind of have to stick to the kind of like the same kind of variables of like the power system, because in Dragon Ball Z, at least at the early stages, including the freaking film that I think they're going to be focusing on, they did absolutely focus on power levels, including that Bardock has a power level of 10,000, which is enough to destroy a planet. Omni-Man did destroy a planet too, but he needed the help of 2 other Viltrumites to do so. But when it comes to speed, I do think that Omni-Man actually has that regard. He was able to cross the entire galaxy within minutes. That's not something that Bardock can do. Not even the Saiyan pods are even able to go that fast. I mean, hell, it took Vegeta's pod an entire year just to get to Earth in the Saiyan Saga. And one last thing before we get this started, I don't think they're going to be adding in Super Saiyan. The only reason why is because if they add that in, it's a shit stomp for Bardock. Plain, simple, and easy. Plus, also, if they did go down that route, there's no reason why they couldn't just go down the route of Xenoverse 2. Because in Xenoverse 2, which is an off-canon game, Bardock got Super Saiyan 2 and 3. So if they add in Super Saiyan 1, there's no reason to believe that they couldn't just give him Super Saiyan 2 and 3. So I believe that the only type of power-up they're going to give him is the Ozaru form, which does grant a times 10 multiplier in power. But there's probably lots of other stuff, including one last thing when it comes to Bardock. They're probably going to be focusing on the feats in the Dragon Ball Z movie, versus probably they're at least going to be focusing on how Bardock acted in Super. Because in Dragon Ball Z, he didn't relatively care about his sons until towards the end. In Super, he did care about his sons, or at least Goku. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into this. I'm excited. Let's start this up in 3, 2, 1, go.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Did they bring that back?
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why Omni-Man? How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purged the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take.
Yeah, see?
So a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Yeah.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush.
And he can hold his breath for a longer time.
He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance
Which is also
of
another thing that
smashing his
Bardock
own
may have
son's
against
face
him, is
in.
that he can't breathe in
Think,
space.
Nolan, think!
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster closer in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
Yeah, see what I mean? He has the speed advantage
The older
up
a
his
Viltrumite
ass.
gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of
Half the
planets,
size.
he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A
With two
planet
others.
so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size
two
a
other
celestial body
Viltrumites,
must
though.
be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitched
but
frequency,
he's
which
not
can
gonna-
destabilize
Bardock's
his
not
body's
anything like that.
equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place
so I
in the
guess the plan was
universe.
a lot bigger
He
than I
settled
originally
down in a
thought.
new
I
place,
will give
got
Omni-Man
himself a
that.
new job.
But he is
and
definitely a
even
lot
had
more
new
faster.
kid with his
Absolutely
new
a lot more
wife,
faster.
who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by,
King Vegeta.
Well, narcissist bunch.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing,
Frieza!
leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to
Sorry.
sell away.
Rock's a
Bardock
sick bin name.
was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had 2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final
What?
spirit cannon
Okay,
is like
come
a key-powered
on
bazooka.
here.
His rebellion hammer.
Really? Come on.
Punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
And
while some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full-tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9,000.
Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps,
I forgot.
but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Wait. Bardock briefly survived Frieza's supernova attack in this continuity, an attack with the yield of 20 quintons of TNT. As a Super Saiyan, he'd also scale above Super Saiyan size. Yeah, they're giving...
Hey, shout out to everyone.
They're giving Bardock a lot more than what I originally had thought. So this is going to be a bit of an issue, but I'm still honestly going to give it to my boy Bardock. He's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. And considering that they are going to give him Super Saiyan, I kind of feel like it's a done deal. Because he had enough power before. I mean, maybe. Considering the size of the planet, Omni-Man actually may have been able to possibly be able to push up to at least his level. But now with the freaking Super Saiyan transformation, yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to out attack him. He can definitely outspeed him, absolutely. He'll definitely be able to blitz his ass a lot. But I think when it comes down to it, I think Bardock may win this because of the fact of his overwhelming power. But we'll see. If Omni-Man wins, and if they give a good reason, then I won't be too upset about it. Usually when it comes to death battles, if they give a good reason as to why the other person wins, I never get upset about it. But if they pull out a bullshit reason, or something like that, then that's where I have a problem. But anyways, though, I can't wait to see what this is. I can't wait to see this. Okay, let's get to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's time for a death battle!
So how does this start, though? What planet is he on? Is he on the bug planet, or is he on a different planet? Or is he on the Viltrumite planet?
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Is that the voice actor for DBZ? Oh!
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
And plus, while Bardock may not be able to read energy, if he has that scouter on, he can double
his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass!
He would, yeah. Yeah, Omni-Man can tank it. That was... Well, yeah. I'm not gonna say stuff. He could definitely tank a lot of stuff. No, not his Saiyan pod! The moon!
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Let's go, Bardock!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Well, yeah. So, how does that feel, buddy boy? Oh, God! There goes the tail.
Shit.
Shit.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my
It's probably gonna be one of those things where Omni-Man wins.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
Yep.
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Come on!
Fuck.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
What? No! Okay, yep. Bullshit. We're just gonna just skip all of that. Wow, that's them. Just let me just see what they have to say as far as the pluses goes. Neither is... Oh my god. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Wow. They brought this back, and wow, they fucking fucked it up so bad.
Winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on Death Battle.
It's just... Yes! Now, this is what I wanted, because me and my friend have been arguing about this for fucking ever, and I can't wait for that. And oh my god, I'm glad that they actually did come back and actually did do a good fight. That was a really good fight animation. The problem was, I am not agreeing as to why Omni-Man won, dude. I honestly thought it was the opposite. He should not have more strength. Because let me tell you something, even with a fucking inexperienced Super Saiyan with Goku going up against Frieza, who is millions of times stronger than fucking Omni-Man, you're telling me that he was able to pull that victory out, but yet Bardock isn't? Because when it comes to experience, Omni-Man clearly has that. No doubt at all. And when it comes to abilities, Bardock has more. He is able to have key attacks, transformations, able to actually have the future sight power. Like, and the Scouter too. Like, what? Are you absolutely kidding me with that? Like, I'm honestly a bit pissed off about this fight. This was your guys' chance to come back and actually do something good and right. You guys probably just sucked off the fucking Invincible fans, because I looked into every aspect that I could of this, and if they actually did give him Super Saiyan, it should have been a done deal, even with the whole, oh, he can be able to increase his power to, you know, blah, 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 to this. Like, are you kidding me? To maybe the Great Ape, sure, maybe you could argue that. But to Super Saiyan, no. The Super Saiyan's power increases as time goes on. It did the same thing for fucking Goku in the battle against Frieza. Seriously, when Frieza went full tilt with his full power, Goku was getting overwhelmed until he was able to actually power himself up even more. So, yeah, I think Death Battle definitely fumbled this one pretty hard. And not because of my love for freaking Bardock. No, because I like Omni-Man too, and I think he's actually pretty freaking cool. But it's the fact of the matter is that out of everything I've seen of both, at least from Bardock is wise, because obviously I'm not including anything from the later parts of Z or anything of Super, obviously, except for the canon parts of Super where they talk about Bardock in the past. But everything that I've seen, like, Bardock should have won this. Unless you guys have a reason as to why, because I will admit I did kind of... Yep. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Wow. They fumbled this one pretty hard. Wow. And I was expecting better. Especially for their return. I hope that they do better I hope they do better moving forward here. Because this was their return and it's been a while, so I'll give them this. It's been a while, so I'll give them that. And it's their first battle, so I'll let it slide. It is what it is. I'm just sad that they didn't actually give the full love to Bardock that I thought they would. You know what I mean? Because they seemed like they fucking overestimated fucking Omni-Man and they underestimated Bardock by a shit ton. So, yeah. That being said, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like for more of these Death Battle reactions, because I might start doing this because I have been waiting for Death Battle to come back. And that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, stay cool, guys. Peace.